In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a ship in Minecraft, and in particular we're going to be doing a sloop today, which is a single-sailed small ship. Now if you're new to the channel at all, we do a lot of time lapses and tutorials just like this one, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're interested in some other awesome ship tutorials, I'll leave a link in the card above and also in the description to a full playlist. Anyway, let's get into building. Alright, so here we are on my flat world. So I'm going to be building it on the flat for you guys. It's just a lot easier to show you how the shapes will work, but I do appreciate that some of you guys will be doing this underwater. So this section, what we're going to do is I'm going to talk you through the dimensions. If you're trying to put this into a port, you know, where would you be? You can see this orange box around it. I'll explain what that is for and how big it is and all that kind of stuff, so you can figure out where to place this one and all of that. So in total, when you're looking at the ship, because of the sail going quite off to the side, it's actually 9 blocks wide. The entire part of the ship, the main part of it, is 5 blocks wide from this side, see the side parts here, including the places where we got the shrouds, that is 7 blocks wide. But in total, because of the angled main kind of mast here, main sail, that one does go over quite a few blocks, so you do get it going on off to the side. So because of that, as you can see, this kind of border has got the side of the shrouds part right on it. Talking about this box, so you've got the 9 wide part here. This is then going back 26 blocks, so 26 blocks long, going right back. So that includes this. So it's the it's not bordering around the entire build; it is the absolute dimensions of that. And in terms of the height as well, that is 26 blocks in total. So that's the top part of that mast that we've got right there. Ignore that block; that's for me to figure it all out. So that's where we've got that. Now if you are going to be building this one in dock and you want to know where this part of it ends up, which is going to be onto this edge, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks, and that'll be the next block is what you'll be placing down. If you were doing it from the back, it is right on the back of this box, and it's just 3 blocks from the side. So 3 blocks from the side there. Same with the front part of it as well. It is from this corner, the leftmost corner, 3 blocks. Then it's this one here, that is the center line of the ship because of that side that we've got there. Again, if you are building it underwater, I'll show you guys where that will be, where your water level will be. It's 2 blocks from the bottom of it. So we've got this block here, then this is where you're going to have your water. So that is where your water level is. So, you know, you would have this going all the way across here like that. So by level 2, that's what you have. So if you have got some water, so here's your water level like that. What you'll be doing is placing a block where it's, you know, just poking out of the water level. Go down by 1. That is where your starting block is going to be, wherever that is. So there we go, nice and easy. Anyway, materials wise, guys, feel free to mix and match up. I've just been playing around with the new crimson planks, so yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some new stuff in the new world as well, with anything in the future, so play around with your materials. But for this one, we've got mostly white underneath, using concrete, smooth quartz, and also smooth quartz slabs and stairs. Then, like I say, crimson wood for the kind of light coloured wood. You can also just use any of the other coloured blocks, like any of the concretes, things like that. And then we've got dark oak on top, but yeah, you can mix and match as much as you want. Really, really, really important, you know, playing around the materials and mix it up, you know, build it over and over again. So yeah, that's it for that introduction section. So the next bit, we're going to be actually placing blocks, which is exciting. Alright, so for layer number 1, what we're going to be doing, guys, is on our box. Now I'm going to have this ship in the background so you can always see kind of the orientation of things, but where the front of the ship is, I'm going to go from my box here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. That's where I'm going to have the first block here. And then from here, we're going to be 9 blocks back, including this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm just going to place down a random block there like that. And so that's the 9th block. Then we're going to have a slab, so we're going to have a smooth quartz slab right on the back here. We're then going to have 2 normal blocks of white concrete behind that, 1, 2, like this. Then from the side part of it, just on the side of this block, we're going to put a slab. So this is where we're just extending onto the slab part of it like that. For the same on the other side as well, just place that in there. Now get rid of that guide block because we don't actually need that. Then what we're going to do is we are going to have 10 blocks going back with your white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like that. Then just on the back here, we are going to have a slab. Like that. We can build the other part up as well. So we're just going to build this up. It's all going to be this nice base. You could technically do some slab work on here, but I find that it just makes the interior a nightmare if you got these blocks of slabs. It doesn't really help. It doesn't help with the look of the shape on the inside, but that's about it. So anyway, put your slab on the back of that piece there. Then what we're going to do is we are actually going to have 2 blocks. 1, 2, like that. Then what we're going to do is have another slab on the back. So that's another one of your white slabs. And then we're going to have our spruce planks. This is part of our rudder now. And that will give you the ship. So you should end up right on the edge, right on the edge of this back piece here with a 3 block gap. So 3 of these orange in this square right on the side there to get to that. But that is it for layer number 1. Okay, and now for layer number 2. So what we're going to do is grab our white concrete, and just on top of the slab that we placed down on the front, just place a block. Now we're going to switch over to smooth quartz stairs now. So we've got smooth quartz stair, put that on the front there. We're going to have a slab on the side of this one. Then behind this, we're going to have 2 blocks, so 1 and 2, like this. So do the same on the other side, slab, then 2 blocks, 1, 2. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get our stair again, and we're just going to put a stair on the side of this piece here. Then we're going to have 9 blocks going back up that stair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, like that. Do the same on the other side, so we're going to have a stair here. Then 9 blocks going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, just like that. Then what we're going to do, we do it on this side first, is put a slab, upper slab, just on the back of that one. Then going in, we're going to have 3 blocks going back. So 1, 2, and 3, just like that. So it's just on the back piece there. There. And then we're just going to have a block on the back, like that. We're also going to need, come to think of it, a spruce stair. So we're going to put a spruce stair on. It's just going to finish up the rudder at the back. So same on the other side, we're going to have a slab here, then 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3, like that. Now, you can, if you want to, this piece here, you could, if you wanted to, put a stair in here instead. But I'm quite happy with the block, the way that it looks, but totally up to you guys. Also, if you do want to do any variation or anything like that, all I do with my one is just randomly switched out a couple of these blocks of concrete for, or white concrete for the smooth quartz blocks. So that's all you need to do if you wanted to do any of that variation at all. But yeah, it's nice and easy to do that. Anyway, let's get on to the next layer. Okay, and now for layer number 3. So what we're going to do is go back to your white concrete and just directly on top of the last block that we placed where we had the stair, put a block onto that bit there. We're then going to have a stair, so this is your smooth quartz stair. I have that on that piece there. Go back 2 blocks this time with your white concrete. It's the same on the other side, so 2 blocks there. That's there. This is where it starts to flatten out and go up to get into that shape, so that's what we're going for. Now what we get to do is something exciting. We get to choose a coloured block. So I'm going to use the crimson stairs. I quite like the crimson stairs and also crimson planks. You can of course use whatever colour you want to. So yeah, you can use your warp stairs. You can use just normal wood, acacia if you wanted a kind of like reddish type one, or the smooth red sandstone, etc. and so forth. You know, the list goes on forever with different variation blocks that you can use. But right on the side of this block here, we're going to have a stair. So whatever your coloured block is, stair like that. Then behind it, we're going to have, of whatever that colour is, the main block, we're going to have 11 blocks behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 like that. So there we go. Same on the other side. So the stair, and then 11 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it should just be directly on top of that slab that you had before. So for the back, it's nice and easy. Just go in one, have a block of your coloured block. Then we're going to have a white block, so white concrete. Then on the back of this, just on top of this one, build up that one again. So you're basically doing on top of this part here, exactly the same. The only thing we're going to change is we're just going to have a smooth quartz stair on the side here, and on the other side as well, just like that. That is the only thing we're going to do, because what happens with this is it's going to go up, and then we get this nice little cavity bit. So it kind of provides a nice flooring for that in a way. So there we go. That's it for layer number 3. Okay, and now for layer number 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to need a couple extra blocks, such as dark oak planks, dark oak stairs, and also a spruce slab, glass pane, crimson trapdoor, also spruce fence, or something like that. Now you can of course switch out the trapdoors. This is just for the windows to make them look more interesting. You can use, well, the wide variety of different things we got. I quite like the jungle trapdoors for ships. I think they look really good. But using out the new blocks for the new update, gotta go with crimson. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, what we're going to do is grab your dark oak planks and just put that on top of the full block that we had, the white full block that we had previously. And then we're going to have a dark oak stair on the front of that one, just like that. Now with our crimson planks, you're going to have a block on top of here. So we're leaving the stair, which is interesting, but you'll see why in a second. And then just on top of the last one, we're going to have this is the stair, just a normal block there. We're also going to have a crimson stair just on the sides here. Now this is where if you're doing blocks of colour, you would end up switching this one out for white and this one out for the dark oak. If you know what I mean, if you're just doing something like the concrete blocks instead that just don't have stairs. So that's what we have there. Then with our spruce slabs, we're going to have a lower slab right here. And we're going to have an upper slab here. So this is all part of the beak, as it's called on a ship. Which is this part here, like that. Then what we're going to do, guys, is we are actually going to have 9 blocks of dark oak planks going backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, like that. But before we finish up, we're going to do right on the first 3 blocks of dark oak planks. We're going to have upper spruce slabs. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to have 3 of those. So this is where we're going to have the shrouds, which is what joins up to the main mast and gives it support. That's where you get the ropes on good old ships. So if we do the other side, what we're going to do is go over to our crimson planks. Although you can't really see the block apparently because of the shaders, it's going to be right here on top of this one. So not on top of the stairs, but on the full block there. Then we're going to have 1 block going back, then a stair with your colour. Then we're going to have that 9 blocks of dark oak behind that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, like that. Then if we go to our spruce slabs, we're going to have a lower slab on this one between the 2 crimson planks I've got here. And then on the upper slab on the next piece, like that. Then just on the sides with our spruce slabs again, 3 blocks of upper spruce slabs against that dark oak. So that's why we're going to have the shrouds for this one. Right, so going over to the back, what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to our crimson stairs. So place a stair on the back here. Then we're going to have a planks just directly on top. Then a glass pane. Now you can go with coloured panes, of course. Then we're going to have a block. Then at the back we're going to have a pane, then a block, then a pane, then a block. You get the gist of this one. And then we're just going to have a stair on the other side as well. So this is all just to do with adding in little bits and pieces. I've actually just remembered we're missing out on the oak slab. So right on the side here, we're actually going to have an oak slab. This is just to add a bit of detail in. You can of course switch this out for any other woods or slabs or anything like that. But we're just going to have it on the upper piece, right on the edge here, like that. Then on the sides, we're just going to have spruce fence, just on these ones. And then for each of these windows, just put a trapdoor on. Now it's up to you again, whatever trapdoor you want to use is up to you. You don't even have to have trapdoors on them. But then this kind of just frames this. This is the bit we're actually doing at the minute, all of that kind of back section like that. But that is it, guys, for layer number 4. Okay, and now for layer number 5, we're going to be doing a little bit of, well, some extra stuff as well, just laying it out, laying out the floor and everything like that, and just finishing up, and then we'll get on to the main mast. So we're actually not that far, guys. So first things first, grab your spruce slab, and what we're going to do is on the dark oak wood main planks block, put a slab in there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to actually be up by 1 slab above this stair. So this is going to be this front piece here. This is actually going to be going up in slabs 9 times. We've got 1, 2, and 3, 4. You have to keep on making them again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then that should end up, if we done this right, gets it right underneath there, like that. So right on the border of this. So then if we tidy this up, and we're going to have to end up deleting some bits of it. So remove the slab there. We're going to have a slab down there. Slab down there. Like that. There we go. That looks better. So that gives us our the front piece of this. And then what we can do is we're going to grab dark oakwood planks, and we're going to have a plank on top of the crimson block here. or whatever colour you guys have gone for. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a dark oak wood stair. So this is an upside down stair going this way. Then another stair going the other way like this. This is just to make it look a little bit more interesting. We're then going to have a dark oak wood block. Then 2 oak wood fence pieces, 1, 2. Then we're going to go over to oak fence gate. I'm going to have 3 of these, 1, 2, and 3. Then 2 oak fences, 1, 2, like that. We'll do the same on the other side. We're going to have a dark oak planks here. Then we're going to have an upside down stair going this way. We'll have a stair going this way like that. So we just get this nice little gap. Then we're going to have a block, 2 oak fence, 3 oak fence gates, and then 2 oak fence, just like that. So nice and easy. So this is all to do with just adding in this little bit of detail here. It doesn't really, you don't see anything, but yeah, it's all to do with detail. That's the only real reason behind it. So anyway, let's get on to the back piece now. So what we get for this back piece is we get a block. Then we're going to get a stair. So we do the similar kind of thing. So upside down stair here. And then we're going to have a stair going over the top of this one as well. So this now goes onto the oak slab that we put in place before. So let's do the same on the other side. So block, upside down stair. Then we're going to get another upside down stair going on the back here, just like that. And then what we're going to do is something a little bit different, I guess, which is we're going to have a dark oak wood slab on top of these glass pieces here, like that. And then we're going to have 3 blocks going across the back. So we just get 3 blocks of dark oak wood going across the back. And I am double checking this. Yeah, I thought it was. That's fine. It's fine. Got to make sure. So anyway, what we'll do now is we're going to have with our oak slab, we're going to have a slab here. Then around the back, we're going to have a slab, stair, then a slab. So that's all oak. But of course, you can mix and match materials. So the only reason we've got this little gap here is because it looks quite cool with this gap on that piece there. So that's all looking quite good. So we'll do the main flooring now. So if we start with the front piece, what we're actually going to do is we're going to have a slab here. Now we're going to go up. So this is where it's a little bit weird. We're going to have 2 slabs on the upper piece here. Or, sorry, lower. So lower slabs here. But on the current block we're working on. So they're like that. And I just join them together. So this is to do with this front piece, making it look like it goes into the ship. You could, of course, put a slab on top of that. It's not going to really make that much difference, but that's just what I did. Then if we go around to the back, what we're going to do is these ones are going to be up on the upper, on the lower slab. And we're going to have 3 slabs from this middle bit here. So 1, 2, and 3. Then on the sides also do 3 slabs, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. It does block up these little gaps, but with the wood showing through, it does make a little bit of a detail feature. Now, what we've got now is just everything on the lower. So all of these are on that lower block, but on the upper portion of the slab. Sorry, I'm not making much sense with this. I do apologize, guys. Hopefully it does make a little bit of sense, and I'll show you guys what I mean by all of this in a sec. So what's going on here? There we go, slab in there. Right. So, just to reiterate what's going on here. So we've got full blocks or blocks with stairs on them here. Just at the front, we've got this little kind of like horseshoe-shaped thing on the lower slab on the current layer that we're working on. And then on the previous layer, that just kind of fills in the gaps around there. Same with the back, we've just got it up here. And this is to do with the natural bowing of the ships and the kind of way that the kind of flooring always seems to work with them. So that's what we've got there. What we can actually do now is grab a couple extra blocks, which is going to set us up for the next part of it. So we're going to need a barrel. We're also going to need stripped spruce wood. We're going to need a spruce trapdoor. Let's grab the ladder as well. We'll put that in. Also oak trapdoor and also a grindstone, which I've been using as a wheel lately. I really like it. And actually, let's do the back piece as well, because why not? Even though it's not in this section, we might as well get it all done. It's pretty easy. So you're also going to need a dark oak slab, stair, and also an anvil as well. So just on the back, we're going to place an anvil, and you guys will know that I seem to do this a lot with anvils, have them on the back, but right in the middle. We're then going to have an upside down stair either side of this, like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a slab right on the side of these ones, like that. And I think we just have a slab on the side here. So slab there and slab there. I'm just going to double check that. Yep, that's all we've got. And also the spruce trapdoor as well. So put a spruce trapdoor on. It doesn't really matter which way it goes across. Totally up to you if you want the iron bits going across this way and the planks going this way, or the other way around. It doesn't matter. It's never going to matter. Right, so what we'll do now is if we put the grindstone in, so we're going to put that in, not in this little gap here, because then that makes it look like it's on the floor, but just go one block more. This is where we're actually going to have it like this. Right in the middle piece here, we're going to knock out 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just temporarily put in some blocks so we can put in 3 blocks of oak trapdoor, and then, well, actually, the next bit we'll do the spruce trapdoor in a sec, because we can put it against the mast. So this is where we're going to have the hold. The way that you can get into the hold is all going to be through here. If we just drop down into this hole, if we actually knock out this one here, put in some stripped spruce wood, and then we're going to put in a barrel. Actually, we're going to have the barrel coming out. Sorry, guys. Barrel will be coming out. It'll be sticking up by 1 block. We've got stripped spruce wood up there like that. Then a spruce trapdoor, so you might have to do sneak and click in order to stop yourself from opening up the barrel inventory. And then you can put the spruce trapdoor on there. And then we can just put in a couple pieces of ladder. You could have it going all the way down. I typically make it so that you have to jump. So if you're trying to walk around the interior part of it, you're not kind of stuck in here. But there we go, you got the captain's cabin, which is quite small on this one, as well as the whole hold and all of that kind of stuff. Like that. So that gives us, or sets us up for all of that. We can actually just very, very quickly, come to think of it, have a look at this front piece, because it's all just slabs, and we'll get that finished off, which means we can get onto the masts next time. So, slabs on top of most of these pieces, so just on top of this one here, on top of this one, move this one forwards. So this gives you a nice little gap, and kind of like pushes everything forwards. And then we're going to have 2 slabs on top of these ones here, like that. So that's what we get. You can, of course, always extend it on the sides here if you wanted to, and do all sorts of things. It's totally up to you. If there's any variation you guys ever want to do, just do it. Just get onto it. Right then, that is it, at least for the main part of the ship, the main hull. So next is going to be all on the mast, and then we'll get onto the sails. Okay, so we're now going to get onto the mast. So in order to build this one, what we're going to need is stripped spruce wood. We're also going to need some barrels. Also use granite wall at the top. That one seems to work quite nicely, especially from a distance. It kind of tapers it off quite nicely and looks kind of woodish in colour. We've also got spruce fence, oak fence, spruce stairs, spruce slab, and also birch fence. So first things first is building up on top of the barrel we've already placed. Remember to do your sneak click. We're going to go with 6 blocks of the stripped spruce wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. We're going to put 2 barrels on it, but this second barrel here, knock it out and do it as an upside down one. So we're really wanting this top texture here. So then right next to it, what we're going to do is the same kind of thing. So we're going to go forwards towards the front of the ship and do the same kind of thing. This time we don't have to worry about it because the bottom's already there, like that. And we got the 2 blocks like that. We're then going to go up with 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 2 blocks of your granite wall, and then 2 spruce fence on top like that. So that is your mast, and it's angled. It makes it more interesting, especially if it's angled forwards. I find anyway, the shapes you come up with are a lot better. So we're just going to do the first kind of rope going from the sides here, right to down to the front of the front mast. So leave 2 blocks. Then we're going to go down to here. Go with our oak fence this time. Sorry, I should say the material. So leave 2 of those blocks there. Oak fence. Then it goes down, then out, down, out, down, out, and we're just going to be zigzagging our way down. So keep on going here. Just like this, and eventually we will hit the mast with any luck. So what we'll get is right to here, and there we go. So that's what we get for that bit. Nice and easy. Now for the next part, I think what we'll probably end up doing, I'm going to have to keep on looking over at this because it's not exactly the easiest. So I've got 3 blocks, and then it goes 3, 4, 4. That's the one. So yeah, from here, 3 blocks down, 1, 2, and 3 blocks here. We're then on the 4th block going to go out with our spruce stair. So you've got 3 blocks from the bottom of this. 1, 2, 3. Got a stair there. And I'm going to go forwards with this, just with 2 times, like that. Then we're going to go out this way with our stair for the next bit. And we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I've got a false habit of always doing the stairs underneath it like that, but For this one, I actually left it because it, well, you can put the stairs in, but what it will look like is kind of like this. I've just found it looked a little bit too chunky for it. But if you wanted to, then you can do that for that mast. But again, I just thought it looked a little bit too chunky, so I didn't put those stairs underneath it. Anyway, before we finish that a bit off, we need to also move to the side and also backwards. So we need to knock a block in there. Gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Let's knock out those. So we've got right here, 3 blocks down. Doesn't really matter if it's wrong anyway. 3 blocks down to the side here. Then right on this one, 3 blocks going this way. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go out 1, 2, 3, 4 in stairs. Like that. That gives us our other mast. So the bit that I haven't had a look at all is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we'll keep on. We'll do this. We'll give this one a go. So with our oak fence, we're just going to join up something that we haven't even put in yet. That might actually help. Let's first go down to here, down to this mast. Grab your spruce slab, and just on the side, we're going to put this 2 blocks up. Then right on here on the lower slab, this is where we're going to have it. I'm going to have 3 blocks like that. So we've got 3 slabs going across on the lower piece of the 3rd block. There we go, right there. So you've got enough room to walk under. And then what we're going to do is going to move out. We're going to have 3 slabs, and then we're going to move out. And 3 slabs. And we've got that 1, 2, 3, 4 times in total. 1, 2, 3, like that. There we go, that's better. So then we've got these 2 here, that then makes that sail up. So with our oak fence, now we're going to get onto this bit. Go down from this piece with 3 fences. Then we're going to go out, then 2, 3, out, 2, and 3. That's 1, 2, 3, and again as well. Out, 2, 3, and I know that I've got to go sideways at some point, so that's what I'm being careful of. Yep, so the next one we now go sideways, so we go out to the side here, then 2, 3, and then we go out, sorry, not out, on the back, then 2, 3, 4, so it doesn't quite work out numerically, but it's fine. So we've got 1, 2, 3, then join out, 1, 2, 3, then join out, 1, 2, 3, then join out, 1, 2, 3, then move to the side in order to have this angle here. 1, 2, 3, then back 1, 2, 3, 4 with that piece there. Sorry if that's a little bit complicated, but yeah, that should do for that. So the next bit, we're going to be doing the shrouds. So if we start from what I always find the easier side, which is the bit wherever you've got any like masts on the side here, they tend to get in the way. I don't think they do with this one, but I always start on the other side for this. So switch over to birch fence. This is what I've been using for my kind of ropes, just to use another kind of like bit of color variation, make it look like it's a different material to this main ropes here. You could also use oak as well. But what we'll do is we'll have 3 3 birch fences on top of the spruce slabs. There we go, that's what I'm trying to get to. Then go up another 3 on top of that. Not there. Like that. Then we go on the back 2, so towards the back of the ship. These 2 are going to go up. Then we move into the back piece here, and we're going to have 2 on the back here, like that. Then we move up with 2 more high, so 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm not doing very well with my placing blocks at the minute. Just where you've got it right next to the mast, we're going to join that onto there, and then we're going to have 2 this way, like that. Then we're just going to have an extra 2 fences in total, so it just goes up to that piece. So just to kind of reiterate this, we've got a 3 fences, then on top of that 3 fences, then on top of the back 2 fences, then we move back, so this is where we're moving into the centerpiece with those 2, then add another 2 on top, add another 2 on top, then we move to join onto this bit, and then on just the back one we have that one there, and then this goes up to where you've got the barrel. So not to the top of this one, though you could. There's no reason why you can't add it onto there. Can do, but that's just where I went to. So we'll do it on the other side. It's always easier once you've done it once. So we get 3 fences here, do 3 on the other side. Then the back piece, we're going to have these 2 here like this. Then join them on the back like that. Then I'm just going to add an extra 2 on top. add an extra 2 on top of that. Then I'm pretty sure we join in the back piece. Yeah, we are going to join in that one on the back there. We're going to have 1 on top of that and move that one forwards. Then we just got an extra 2 fence pieces there like that, and then that all joins up really quite nicely. But there we go, that gives it the main shape for where we've got the masts in. So there's different things you can do with the sails. Of course, you can tie them up, but yeah, it's up to you guys if you wanted to tie them up or not. So if I show you guys what it looks like tied up, I'll just very quickly peer onto the world where I've actually got this one tied up. So in terms of tying them up, what I actually did, so exactly the same ship, I just got different colours on it instead, playing around with some colours, making it a little bit bright. So what you end up doing is you have a couple of the kind of like wall pieces just behind it. And what I tried to do with this back mast is have it where it's thinner on this side, then it gets a bit thicker, and then it kind of tapers up quite sharply to that point. So you have lots of your wall pieces, just knock them in, have some bits where you pull it back, and that just makes it look like somebody's bunched it up. So somebody's actually bunched those sails. So in this case, I was imagining a rope around like here. Because of that, that would have then pulled back certain bits of the cloth there. This was a little bit more loose, so more out in front. And then they've done the same again to try and tie this bit off. That was what I was imagining, and it looks okay. With the front piece, I've still not got this to look good. So all I've done with this is just had wall going down underneath those. And then tried to do a similar thing where it's tied off here, but I didn't really get it to work on that bit as well. So yeah, I ended up just having those pushed back, and I'm sure I'm going to be playing around with that a little while. So here's another little example of this one tied up, this time having this one in front. So that's on a schooner instead, but similar kind of sails. So that's if you wanted to tie it up, that's all you really need to do. You can, of course, also with this being out so much, you could pull it in, and then you have to just refactor everything a little bit, but I would just leave it as is. I quite like it as is for that. But anyway, guys, for you guys that want to have it with the full sails, I'll be jumping over back into the tutorial world to go through those now. Okay, so let's get on to the sails, the most fun part of it. We're going to start with the front sails to get this done. I'm not that happy with this one at all, actually. I've done kind of a bad job, if I'm honest. But hopefully I'm going to do better with this one. Now, unfortunately for you guys that are in survival, this is where it gets really difficult because sails are quite organic. And because of that, it's not just, being able to place the blocks. Instead, we're trying to go for shapes. So if you see the back one here, you can kind of see how it curves outwards. Now with the front one, we're going to also try the same, but there are patterns and kind of ways to go around it. So we first just grab some white wool. That's what I usually use for my sails. You can of course use a mix, so you can, similar to underneath here where we've got like a mix of smooth quartz and white concrete. You can do a mix as well. You can do like snow and wool or something. You can make it coloured wool, whatever you want, guys. All right. So we're just going to place a couple blocks down, connecting into this fence here. Apparently I can't place them properly. Don't go all the way to the bottom. Keep it a little bit away. We're going to do a little bit of joining around here. What I'm going to try and do is jump over this. So this is going to be the main obstacle that we've kind of got to work our way around. So I'm going to go for underneath that. I'm going to go forwards there like that. This one I'm going to join it. No, I'm not. I'll put that one down there. That's why I'm saying it's a bit random. So I'm trying to go over this part that we've got here. That's what I'm trying to get at the minute. Or you can go behind it, of course. On this one, I went behind it. So I must have just found that easier. And then we're going to go here. Have this all the way in front of this time. There we go. Like that. I'm actually going to cut a little bit out here. So these two are going to be gone. And then we're going to join this up. So here we go. Go into there. Let's join that up there. Put one down. Okay. So something like that. That currently has a really hard line here. I always try and avoid this kind of thing. So we'll join that into there. And then plonk this in here. And have this going down. And let's go out again as well. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing. This is what I'm saying. It's really difficult to actually get the pattern with this. Actually, that looks okay. That doesn't look terrible. I'll go down for like there and then have this here. Perhaps something like that. Okay. So if I explain what I've tried to do here. I had this obstacle, so I had to either go behind it or in front of it. If you go in front of it, it gives you a lot more space to wrap everything around. which so is good. If you go behind it, you then kind of get stuck, and you can imagine the sail actually being pushed down on this one. So actually this one's not that bad. In the end, you know, it's kind of like got stuck, and then the wind can push this part out. So that's kind of what's going on here. It just doesn't look very good. It's very flat for this side. So what I've tried to do on this one is go over. So we've got this bit tied back. I've tried to do a couple different shapes. So one of them is to curve this way a little bit. So I have kind of, you know, not obviously cut into that too much. We could do something like that instead. That doesn't look too bad at all. Could even, you know, add these bits in here and even have it, if we wanted to, have it pinned back at that point. Perhaps something like that. Even better, do there and there. That doesn't look good at all. So again, you've got it's so difficult to explain it to people. Honestly, that's why I'm failing already. So maybe we'll go with something like that instead. So we've got that. So yeah, we want a curve going this way to the kind of end, and also on here we want to try and get a rough line. Really, this extra block here we'd want to get rid of if we're doing it like that. Now that then makes things look a little bit weird, so we can go with things there instead. So then mellow that out. That looks a lot better. So yeah, organics in general are a bit of a pain. You've just got to play around with it until you're kind of happy with it, and you'll never be quite happy with it. So for me, this bit going across here with 5, 3, and then 1 and 1 underneath looks terrible. I absolutely hate it. So I'm going to actually end up changing the shape in order to make me like it a bit more. So there we go. We'll go for something like that instead, perhaps. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So that's the first one. I know that doesn't really explain it very much, but sails, again, are organic. Start with your line first, going down. If you did want to make it really simple, like I did here, I just had blocks and then went behind it, the sail, a little bit, and then ended up building just one blob coming out. So that's how I did it simply. But I think that in general, this one looks a lot better. So that's kind of why I would go with this one overall. Right, for the back sail, unfortunately I'm not going to be that much of help either. I'm even looking at my own one here, so I definitely had this pushed back, so I've tried to be behind the beam. That makes a lot of sense because we've got an angled beam. This is where it helps you with organics a little bit, because you've already got these non-linear lines to go off, which is great. Same with the bottom as well. So we'll do a similar kind of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start behind it. I'm just going to have blocks here, and then this one will go forwards. And we'll just end up there. I'm actually going to end up putting in a couple blocks here, maybe even here, and maybe even just there like that, so that then sets me off with this corner being as far forward as it can be. I actually didn't do that on this one, as you'll see. So I actually did it behind, but we're doing it a little bit different because every time you do it, it will be a little bit different. So we can bring this all the way forwards. So again, what we're doing is, because we've got this line with the fence, this makes it a lot easier. We can then kind of use this to work off of. So we can even move this forwards as well, forwards of the fence. It's going to be in here. Let's go for down. Yeah, we're going to go down. I think that means that's probably going to go there. I'm actually even going to be pushing it back again. Although I didn't have that initially in mind, because of the way that it's ended up kind of being. That's where I'm going. So this, we could end up that forwards. I want to have some blocks there like that. I want to have some similar ones around here. So this I want to have in there, that will have them there. So let's bulk this out a little bit, because otherwise we're going to be angling it too quickly. So we can also do some stuff around here. And now with this angle here, this one I went for a pretty sharp angle downwards. It's totally up to you guys if you wanted to do that or not. You know, don't be afraid to change the way that it is. But also, yeah, I'm going to bring this one in as well. So we might even have, just bring this down here. We can then have this part to be in the bit that's pushing that out. So there we go, get something like that. And we can take this one off here as well. We don't need that one there now. So there we go. So now we've got this being pushed out like that. This, I think, can be softened. And in fact, even push this one behind it will look okay. So I push that there. Let's bulk this up a little bit more. Try and get that shape in. Because then that can go over onto this bit, which is good. And then on this one, we're going to have this one going forward, so we can have that back. trying to join it all up now. There we go. So if we join it up. Yes, something like that. There we go. That actually doesn't look too bad. I'm actually going to just take this out, make that one a little bit thinner there, and perhaps even here, and add in a little bit more going forwards like that. That looks pretty good, actually. So, yeah, the little changes that you do, you'll kind of see them. The more you get the hang of sales and organics in general, the more you'll kind of see it. See, I don't like that you can see the sun through it, but it broke up that line that we had before, so I kind of like it for that. But yeah, with organics, the more you do, the better you get. And you just need to play around until you get it where you're happy, and that's the main thing, it's where you're happy. See, this one's totally different. This is why block by block would just... I don't think I could do it block by block. So just keep looking at it and keep having, you know, trying to find where you think you need to add more. And it might be that sometimes you have to go more out on certain parts of it that you didn't think you might, you know, would have done before, or sort of had like that bit there, maybe, for example, to have that pushed out. But again, guys, it's all about trying to feel your way through. Remember, if you do get stuck, you can do pretty straight sails, just going straight down. It's just that I always think they look better. You know, if you can make them look organic, make them look like the wind is blowing in them, that's when you get a really nice looking ship in general. So I'm actually going to push that out. That looks really good now. I'm actually way happy with this sail than I was on the first version. So you always get it better. But that is it, guys, for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, comment, like, and subscribe. And actually, before we go... Alright guys, so that is it for the main tutorial. If you're leaving me here, then that's fair enough. I'm going to be doing an interior tour straight after this section. Alright guys, so that is it for the main tutorial. I'm just going to quickly show you guys the interior. Alright guys, so that is it for this tutorial, but before we go, I'm just going to quickly show you guys the interior. It's very small, it's very simple. I've got mine, of course, docked in my city that I'm building, my Let's Build city, which is Lordsport. I'll leave a link in the description to the playlist for it if you're interested in it at all. It's actually the reason I built this ship in the first place, is to have it docked with these other ones. So, interior little tour. It's very, very basic. I've only got a couple bits of cargo on the top. You can, of course, fill it with loads of, you know, barrels and chests. I've been using like beehives as well. They look like pretty good crates. Even the looms and all that kind of stuff, you can use all of that. But if we go inside, just going to move nice and simple. What I've done for mine is, like I said, very, very basic. Where we've actually got the mast, I've then locked that off. So I've got a door on one side, and I've got just powered it up on the other. Obviously got a ladder going into here. We've got a nice little storage area, because we've got the main kind of area where they'll be able to get stuff in. This is the hold, so we've got, you know, everything from their water or ale or whatever they need, and everything else. In the front section, which is of course cut off, I've got a couple bunks, so we've only got a couple people in this one. Very, very small crew for this little ship, but yeah, I've got a couple bunks, and just again, more storagey stuff. They just fill every area that they've got, so all of that. In the back, I've gone with a warped door, because actually that's not a warped door, that's a crimson door. I'm pretty sure this should be a warped door, actually. Yeah, maybe. So got that. It's because I've changed the colour of it before. In the back cabin, I've just raised it up. So I've just put in a slab, a couple blocks, raised it up, put in a bed, put a lantern in, and put a chest in. And that's it. That's all you can fit. So take it or leave it. That is the interior. But at least I've done an interior, you know, so it's not too bad. But anyway, guys, that is it for this tutorial. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.